So today we're working on a 2014 Buick LaCrosse 3.6 liter engine. Customer complaint is after filling the vehicle up with fuel all the way to the full mark, you couldn't get it started. It was very difficult to start. You had to let it sit for a while. Eventually you could get it started and get on your destination. But you know, that's not a good thing. You got places to go and you're trying to get some gas. So let me show you what we found, what the fix is. These are the codes it came in with. The one we're going to focus on is the P0496. It has a bunch of other codes too, but all these B codes are body codes and stuff like that. We're going to work on this one right here, 496. 496, as you can see here on some of these cars, the most common thing is the EVAP emissions canister purge solenoid valve. So that's what we're going to take a look at. All right, this is what it looks like. I've already taken the old one out. That's the EVAP emissions canister purge solenoid valve. Try to say that really quick 10 times in a row. So it's not too bad to get to. It's behind the throttle body right back here. That's this location. Of course, you got to take your air duct off right here. Unplug your mass airflow sensor. You got to take this air cleaner top off right here. And once you remove these two components, it's not too bad to get to. Okay, so this is the location. You can see if I can get my light right. That's where it goes in right there. It has a 10mm bolt that holds it in. So I'm going to install the new component and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is the new component right here. And this is the bolt that holds it in. It's just one 10mm. Now I'm going to show you something here before I put it in. The way you test these things is you unplug the electrical connector, which is right there. And then you unhook the vacuum line, or the vapor line they call it, which is right here. And you leave the canister in the car. You don't take it out. You just unplug these two things right here. And then you start it up. And with the connector unplugged, you should not get any vacuum right here. And I was getting some with the old one. It was actually pulling on my glove a little bit. It wasn't much, but it's enough to pull in the glove a little bit. You could feel there was some vacuum leaking on this port right here. That should not happen with the connector unplugged. So I'm going to stick the new one in and test it the same way. Okay, so I've got the car running now, and I temporarily just put my air duct back on and put my cover back on and plugged in my mass airflow sensor and put this PVC valve hose back on. You know, I just don't like to run the car without the mass airflow plugged in. And I'm going to stick my finger back here and just stick it right over the port, and I don't feel any vacuum drawing on it now at all. So this one's good. The other one, as it was in the car, I could put my glove right over here and it would pull some vacuum. You could feel it on your glove. Okay, so a couple things I want to show you. Unplugging the mass airflow sensor, getting your covers out of the way. You just take your clamps loose right here, get this thing out the way. And then the easiest way to unplug the canister purge solenoid is to take the 10mm bolt out. Okay, which I'll show you right there. I've already got it loose. You take that bolt out, and once you get the bolt out, you can actually lift the canister purge solenoid to right above the throttle body, which I got it right here. And at that point, it's easy to make disconnect your vapor, depressing the green tab right there and then pulling back on it. And I guess that unhooked. And then of course your electrical connector, you can flip it around and get that little tab right there and unhook it. And I'm going to do the same thing before I put it in. I'm going to hook these two things up, then I'm going to bolt it down. Okay, so it's actually easier to connect the electrical connector and the hose with the solenoid bolted down. But to disconnect it, I usually take the bolt out and bring it up above the throttle body to work with it like that. So we've got it installed. This is what it looks like installed right here. Okay, the cover for the air cleaner bolts are T20 Torx head bolts. Okay, don't forget to plug in your mass airflow sensor, and also tighten up your hose clamps, which happens here quite often. I don't know why. I don't know why I find hose clamps loose all the time, but you know, it's just something that gets overlooked. As you can see, it's back in there pretty good once you get the intake hose on there. So we're currently at 3/4 of a tank. We're going to go ahead and top it off to half a tank and see how this thing starts with our new EVAP emissions canister purge solenoid valve installed. Okay, so it took $18.15 to top off the tank. So now, the moment of truth. Does she love me? Does she love me not? That's what I'm talking about. So if you have one of these cars, I've also fixed these on Fords too, the evap canister purge solenoid. So if you have one of these vehicles that won't start after you top off the tank, check your emissions evap canister purge solenoid, or whatever the hell you call that thing, and that'll most likely fix it for you. Thank you and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and have a blessed day.